Hey everybody and welcome back to Cookie Gaming. Today we will be continuing our Skyrim Let's Play. So, last time we finished up the College of Winterhold quest line and we started building our home. Today we're going to continue building our home and then move on to some other quests. I think we might do Meridia's Beacon. I think that'd be an interesting single quest line to do. And then from that point, we'll move on to Civil War and the main quest line. I'm a little sick right now. If I sound a little different or I clear my throat, that is why. So, what I really want is an armory. And to be honest, after we build the armory, we're going to move on from the house, because what I want, really, when I'm building a house in Skyrim, that's the only thing I really want, is an armory to put all of my armor sets in. So let's see, we need another lock, some iron fittings, and some nails. Yeah, we're starting off with the exciting stuff today, guys. Aren't you glad you've tuned in? Alright, let's get to it. I'm hoping we have enough. Yeah, we do. Brilliant. Alright, that should be our armory built. Let's, we're over encumbered because we have all of our building materials on us. You know, I try to collect a lot of the building materials off camera because it can be intensely boring. In fact, we gained a level up from basically crafting some of the supplies that we have, you know, nails, iron fittings, locks, etc., etc. We have a partially furnished house, I guess you could call it. And right, I forgot, we have to specifically furnish this room as well. Okay. What do we need? Iron fittings. Great. Do we have... Can we craft inside? No, we can't. Alright. You know, it can be a bit of a slow process, but we're doing it. So we're gonna craft some of these mannequins, some of these weapon plaques, then I'll leave some stuff here, and then we can move on. Alright. Mainly need iron fittings. So let's get a bunch of those. And then I'll hold one iron on me in case we need it. Let's head back inside, you know, in and out, in and out. This also means that if we get married or we adopt children, we can send them back here, though I don't really intend to do that in the immediate term. I guess we'll see, though. Alright. Brilliant. Yeah, well, let's just spam some of this stuff. Great. Okay. Yeah, let everything load in very slowly.
I'm right behind you.
Now...
I am at your command.
What do you have on you, Lydia? Okay, I'm gonna take this. I'm taking this for sure. I'm taking this, and I'm taking this. We're gonna leave all of this stuff here. So you can take the Archmage's robes. You know what? You can take the mask as well. Brilliant. Alright, we have one mannequin full of stuff. I know you're kind of like, really? Is that all you built this room for? Well, it's kind of preemptive, you know what I mean? As in, soon we will be upgrading to, I think, orcish armor, perhaps? And so we'll need to get rid of this Blades armor, or we'll give the Blades armor to Lydia, and then we'll need to get rid of whatever she's wearing. And so the more we level up, the more we're going to have more stuff to bring back here. So I could sell this. I'll just keep it on me, actually. We'll just leave these in here for now. There's some stuff that I'm like, you know, do we really need to hold on to the Skyforged Steel Sword? Probably not, but I'd rather not sell it for now. Just in case I want to come back to it one day for one reason or another. Alright. Yeah, I think we're clear to dump all of this stuff back in our chest outside and then move forward. And in fact, since we're going to be doing Meridia's Beacon, we might just pick up a new sword. Alright, I wish there was a button where you could drop all your crafting materials. I think, what game has that? Is it, like Fallout 4, where you can drop all of your junk? I don't remember, but other RPGs have that feature. That would be useful here. And there we go. Alright. Unencumbered once again. We might as well take that level up at the moment. Let's put it into Magicka. We now have 2 perks to use. Where shall we put them? Oh. Probably there. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Heavy armor's... not heavy armor, actually. Smithing is pretty key. So we're gonna want to get this soon. And we're close to that. And we can already make Orcish armor. Alright, you know what? We'll put it into enchanting. We are boosting our enchanting. And we'll want to get arcane smithing because, especially once we get the sword from this questline, it could be a good replacement for our current weapon. Yeah, I think we can go do this quest, pick up this sword, and then reevaluate our armor situation. Though, to be honest, I still feel like the Blade's armor is serving us pretty well, but I guess it's worth taking a look at Orcish armor and seeing if that would be, like, that much better than the current Blade's armor. I mean, I don't have the, table of armor memorized, what level each one is. Of course, it gets even more complicated because it scales based on how good you are at crafting and how high your heavy armor is. So, I couldn't necessarily tell you how much better Orcish armor would be, though I think it should be better, perhaps, or maybe not. But we will need to upgrade our armor at some point. And we can also, if we want to, dip into that little trick where you craft yourself a set of armor and accessories, and you enchant them with the enhanced smithing enchantment, and then you put them all on, and then whenever you craft, your smithing is way, way better. There's a lot of little tips and tricks. You can also use alchemy to do a similar thing. It's not too difficult to game the system. Now, I don't want to completely game the system. I mean, we're trying to legitimately play vanilla Skyrim, right? I don't want to absolutely break the game. What are you fighting, Lydia? A random Imperial, okay. I don't want to completely break the game, but I think it's fine to take advantage of the systems you've been presented, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So we will be doing a little bit of that, at least. Alright, we're all ready to get lectured by Merida. That's what we're in store for right now.
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their
Interfering with
arts.
official Tholmor business.
If they love me not, how can my love reach them?
Alright, let's put the beacon in there. Zoom. Oh my. We are high up.
It is time for my splendor to return to Skyrim. But the token of my truth lies buried in the ruins of my once great temple, now tainted by a profane darkness skittering within.
Got it. Take your time.
Necromancy Sir Malkaran defiles my shrine with vile corruptions, trapping lost souls left in the wake of this war to do his bidding. Worse still, he uses the power stored within my own token to fuel his foul deeds.
That's no good.
I have brought you here, mortal, to be my champion. You will enter my temple, retrieve my artifact, and destroy the Defiler.
You know what? I'll do it.
Of course you will. I have commanded.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Go now. The artifact must be reclaimed, and Malkaran destroyed. Malkaran has forced the doors shut, but this is my temple, and it responds to my decree.
Alright.
I will send down a ray of light. Guide this light through my temple, and its doors will open.
Great. And now we fall. Alright, it can always be a little tedious talking to these higher beings. Whichever kind of higher being you're talking about in Skyrim. They do like to take their time. I'm also caught in a fit of yawning at the moment. I'm not sure. I don't feel particularly tired, but... Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't stop myself. Maybe my body's trying to optimize rest because, you know, I'm a little sick right now. As I said, my body's like, hey, get back to sleep, buddy. We need to heal up. No, thank you. I'm busy doing something a little more important. What would that be? Playing Skyrim. That's my priority. Anyway, we have to defeat this vile necromancer. Not that my character would really have any moral objections to that, but if we're doing the bidding of a cool goddess in order to get a cool artifact, well, I'm willing to do that, of course. And, you know, the conceit of this quest is that we must guide Meridia's holy light through her temple. I mean, it's just basically a normal dungeon you fight your way through, but you have to find these pedestals as you go, so I guess a little bit of added complexity, you know what I mean? We have to fight these shades. Corrupted shade. That's no good. We enter now as the Harbinger of the Companions and the Archmage of the College of Winterhold. No official ceremony given either time, but just sort of a casual appointment after the death of whoever previously filled the position. Alright, we can't go that way. I mean, I will say, someone pointed out in the Discord that, you know, being the Dragonborn, I made the comment I always make about how, well, you know, it's a little silly that you're appointed faction head of almost every faction you join. And they said, well, you know, as the Dragonborn, you can't really stop me if I want to Fusro Da the head of whatever guild I'm a part of and then make myself the head. And it's like, sure, I guess being the Dragonborn does give you some power advantage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you should automatically be appointed the head of every faction you're a part of. Not to mention that, sure, we are the Dragonborn, right? We do have this special power, but at least how I look at the world of Skyrim, we're not necessarily supposed to be head and shoulders way more powerful than everyone else we encounter. I mean, this is a world of powerful Jarls, tough warriors, powerful wizards, right? Like, it shouldn't be that we are so powerful that we just must be the leader of any faction we encounter. And I don't necessarily think that that's how Skyrim presents it. I just think that this is the typical Bethesda, like, ooh, you're the head of the faction now. Like, I don't necessarily think, like, it's, I don't know. I'm sure it's a conscious choice that they made, because you'd have a hard time not doing it consciously, but what I mean to say is, I'm not sure that this is a sort of active decision they've made and then justified, just something that emerged from their design philosophy. Nothing to disenchant at this moment. No thank you, I'd rather avoid picking locks, if possible. Alright, we can go this way now. Kilcreath Balcony.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Have you not, Lydia? We've seen quite a few things together, you and me, at this point. Right. I should remember to summon my Atronach. I always forget that I'm supposed to be a spell sword build. You know, we're supposed to be a partially magic character, especially now that we're the friggin' Archmage of the College of Winterhold.
Oh.
I should remember to actually use my magic. Alright. More shades? Yep. Let's see more shades. Oh! I didn't even see that guy. Alright, we gotta figure out the rest of these beams of light. And so, like I said, we're gonna do this, and this quest should not take us that long. I think after this, we shall either maybe do one other sort of miscellaneous quest, or the big main thing we have to do after this is start the Civil War playthrough. And I know we were doing the main quest, but first off, I don't want to get too far in the main quest before we do the side content. And second off, the main quest line and the Civil War quest line intersect. So, you know, I think it's best to do the Civil War quest line first. Though, like I said before, I'm very familiar with this game. I don't necessarily remember it beat by beat. So, I know, like, what point we're at in the main quest line, but I honest to God can't remember at what point the two faction quest lines intersect. And plus, I don't think it's worth measuring it out that exactly anyway. So even though it feels a little abrupt, just say, all right, we're starting this now. You know, that's how it works, right? That's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be starting the Civil War. We'll do that. And then we'll return to the main quest line, and I think we'll finish that. And then after that, we can move on to our DLCs, plus any other quest lines or particular quests that you guys would like to see me do. And hey, once again, if you have a particular quest or quest line that you would like to see me do, then leave it in the comments down below. You know, I don't have them off the top of my head, right? I'm just doing what sort of comes naturally. And I'm not intending this to be a, like, 100% run, so left to my own devices, I will miss a lot of the content, both by accident and on purpose. And so, if you guys have quest lines or quests that you would like to see, or items, or anything like that, then let me know down below, and I will make sure to prioritize those in the long term. In the short term, you know, I know what order I want to do things in, but more in the long term, y'all might remind me of some quest lines, and, oh, okay, yeah, maybe we should do that. I mean, I basically decided to do this little quest just on a whim. I thought, you know what? Before we move on to our next big quest line, let's do Meridia's Beacon. You know, it's a nice little quest to do. Plus, we get a cool magical weapon from it, right? Stay hydrated, folks. I will stay hydrated in my videos. Alright, more of this dungeon to go. Especially good to stay hydrated right now, because I'm congested, my throat's a little scratchy. I gotta keep hydrated, keep the windpipes watered in order to keep filming. Oh my goodness, we walked right into the boss room. Alright, let's do this, folks. Let's see how challenging this guy is. He's doing a lot of damage, I'll tell you that much. He's doing a lot of damage. I just got axed. Oh my goodness. Okay. I did remember that this could be a challenging fight at times. So we need to change our approach a little bit.
Oh.
Where have you taken us? I think it's taking us back. Yeah, for some reason, I feel like when I used to play Skyrim, when it would load my quick save. But now when I play it and I die, it just loads the last autosave, which is not what I want, because oftentimes the last autosave is a long way back. Alright, anyway. Oh, it locks you in here. Alright. We're going to use a bit of a different strategy. We'll try and take out some of these shades first, and then go for the main guy. Bit more of a conservative strategy, I guess you could say. A bit of a safer strategy. I reckon it might work a little bit better. Also, keep your quick saving up. Remember, we are on... I forget what it is, like Master difficulty. I don't think we're on Legendary, but we're basically, you know, one below the top difficulty. So that's why sometimes it can be a little... Or, that's why sometimes we take a lot of damage from these enemies. But once again, you know, I don't necessarily take a lot of pride in that. And if I really needed to decrease the difficulty to make it through, then that's exactly what I would do, but no problem right there. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Oh! Okay. The shade is still alive. He had a grass pot on him. Alright, let's take out his shade then. Looks like Lydia's already doing work against him, frankly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, his shade is a total glass cannon.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal.
Great. Now we get our schmancy new weapon. Fantastic. Back up in the sky we are.
Malkaran is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. This is because of you.
Me?
A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald.
Yes, I shall.
Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow.
You know what? I will wield this mighty blade in your name. I mean, I'm not particularly devoted to Merida, but I'm not one to get a magic sword from a goddess and then to talk back to her, you know what I mean?
May the light of certitude guide your efforts.
I like how she just drops us back down every time. Doesn't transport us to the bottom. We just get... Or I guess, technically we're supposed to be getting transported to the bottom, but... we just get dropped. Alright, and here we have Dawnbreaker. Now, the damage right now is worse than our current sword, but that's only because it's not smithed up. Burns for 10 points, and when killing undead, chance to cause a fiery explosion that turns or destroys nearby undead. It's, if you're familiar with D&D, it's a turn undead sword, basically. So, pretty cool. Also, it's, you know, it's just a cool magical artifact. Look at the thing. Pretty nice, eh? I mean, it's a perfect paladin sword. Honestly, it makes me think of some of the potential that Skyrim has to go deeper into the role-playing. Though, I mean, you could, since, you know, there's no paladin class, but you could, you know, just build yourself a paladin. There are no classes in Skyrim, but if you want to fit into a particular class, you can do that. Alright, what do we want to do here? I say we briefly continue our quest to track down the Elder Scroll, and then next episode we will get to joining the Stormcloaks. So I feel like that's a significant enough moment to sort of focus an episode around it, you know? You know, this episode we can pack in becoming Meridia's champion, reclaiming Dawnbreaker, and then continuing our search for the Elder Scroll. Then next episode we'll, you know, hit up the Stormcloaks, which is what we will be doing, not the Imperials. Sorry, everybody. Alright, so as a brief refresher, I think we have to head to the library, but I'll follow the waypoint. I'll follow where it tells me to go. We're looking for this Elder Scroll. You know, we had our chat with Parthenax. We need to find this scroll in order to learn this special shout and defeat Alduin, learn the history, all that sort of good stuff. And we think that somebody at the College of Winterhold might know something, anything that could help us out. So we're going to go talk to our librarian archivist friend here.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand.
Alright, fair enough. I guess I'll just come out and say it. I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
Hey, I am literally the Dragonborn, by the way. Just want to remind you. But, tell me more about the Elder Scrolls.
I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions.
Yeah, okay.
An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price.
Who wrote the Elder Scrolls?
It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, okay.
The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry.
I'm
Talking
stupid.
about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad.
Alright. So, okay, this is such a dumb question, but I'm forced to ask it. So, do you have one that I could use?
Ah. You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
What about the Dragonborn?
What about? Wait. Are you? Were you the one the Greybeards were calling?
That's me.
I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Alright. Didn't even ask to see proof that I was the Dragonborn, which I could readily provide, if asked, by the way. Good representation of academia Hey, I just want to ask a question about this scroll.
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on
You don't even know enough for me to answer your question. Like, okay, man. I get it. I get it. Alright. I'm not actually gonna read this. Sorry. You just move the quest along.
Archmage or not, my rules about books still stand.
This Ruminations book is incomprehensible.
Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long.
Where'd he go?
Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Alright, now we just gotta go and find him. Easy as that, eh? These are the Archmage's quarters, our quarters now, I suppose, officially. Though we have our own mansion, our own home. Alright. Well, we must go far to the north. We don't really have any other waypoints that would take us any closer, so we must make our own way. I remember this trek can be tad inconvenient, you might phrase it. I usually end up killing myself by flinging myself off a cliff, try and get down as quickly as possible, so I say we try and... Well, we're still gonna go down the cliff, to be honest with you, but let's try and slide down instead of just jumping off. It's gonna take Lydia absolutely ages to catch up with us. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. It's times like this when you sort of wish there were flying mounts in the game. Now that would be totally broken. Plus, you could just, just mod them in if you want them, but, we're playing console version vanilla Skyrim here. So, we have all the appropriate restrictions. I know a lot of y'all are PC gamers, and you watch this and you say, wow, vanilla Skyrim, how about that? I've been playing modded Skyrim basically since the game came out, and I get it. I've just, I don't know, I've always owned consoles, you know what I mean? A nice PC is expensive, and I don't have that kind of cash money right now, so this is where we are at the moment. I'm recording on my PS4. We'll see. I'd like to get myself a nice gaming PC one day, but we need to requisition the appropriate funds for that. I mean, it would certainly be a better setup to record on, that's for sure. But, we all work with what we have, right? We do what we can. That is what our character is doing at the moment. Running through the icy wastes of northern Skyrim. I mean, basically, right at the northern border of the continent. I don't actually know what is north of Skyrim. I mean, I know obviously we fit into the larger continent of Tamriel, but, I don't have a map of that emblazoned into my memory, so I couldn't tell you where exactly Skyrim is located, to be honest with you. Alright, Septimus Cygnus. We've found his outpost. Let's see what he has to say. Nice place he's got here. cold for my taste. Maybe appropriate for a Nord, though I don't know if he's... It doesn't sound like a very Nord name. Sounds very Imperial, frankly, but I don't know.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown, and right when the top level was built, no more could be placed. It was and is the maximal apex.
He's already blabbing. Alright, I heard you know about the Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them, or so they think. The ones they saw, the ones they thought they saw. I know of one, forgotten, sequestered.
Oh.
But I cannot go to it, not poor Septimus, for I have arisen beyond its grasp.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Are you alright?
Oh, I am well. I will be well. Well to be within the will inside the walls.
Okay, so, where is the scroll?
Here. Well, here as in this place. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
Sure. I'm not gonna threaten the old man. I feel bad enough for him already. But I will directly ask you, can you help me get the Elder Scroll or not, buddy?
One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return.
Okay. What do you want?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer.
Ooh.
Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies.
Ah.
Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer city slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept.
Now this is an interesting location, if this is the location I am thinking of. Okay, Septimus, I can see that our interests converge. Where is this Black Reach?
Under deep, below the dark.
Yes.
The hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Oftand, the point of puncture, of first entry, of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock.
Okay, how do I get in?
Two things I have for you. Two shapes, one edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube.
Alright.
Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
I believe you. Let me ask you, Septimus, what do you want with the Elder Scroll?
Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart of a god, the heart of you and me.
Oh.
But it was hidden away, not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll.
Alright, fair enough. The Elder Scrolls, deeply, deeply powerful artifacts. And more Dwemer technology, which, as I've said before, I find them to be an interesting people. I mean, they are this universe's dwarves, but dwarves done in a very different way to how dwarves are usually presented, I would say. You know, a pretty unique presentation, I would call it. Alright. It's actually not too far from here. Guess Sarthal is the closest location. Once again, trekking through the Arctic wastes of northern Skyrim.
Over here.
Who the hell is talking to me? Ah! What on earth is going on here? Uh-oh. We're about to get jumped, so let's prepare ourselves. I believe these are vampires. Yup. Knew it. I hope we don't get infected. That would be inconvenient. There we go. I'd say they gave me a bit too much time to sort of spot exactly what was going on. Oh, I see. I'm taking these robes so I can disenchant them, because I don't know if I have those particular enchantments. They killed these vigilants of Stendar, and then they stole their robes. Then called me over to try and murk me. For those that don't know, in Skyrim there is a vampirism mechanic. Vampires can give you vampirism just by fighting you. That's how it works in Skyrim. Come on. Okay. I'm trying not to die as I fall off a cliff. You know, vampirism is it's an alright mechanic. I don't necessarily think it's executed super well, but you know, they included it, which I appreciate. And then in the Dawnguard DLC, they added in another vampire form, I guess to make it a little more exciting. You know, they give you your like Nosferatu monstrous vampire form. I just heard a dragon. Oh, the dragon's like right above us. Uh-oh. Does this not actually... how exactly do we get up here? Ah! There we go. That looks like a way up. Okay. Now the waypoint wants us to go back through the door. We shall not, for now. Because I cannot exactly remember how to get to where we need to be. Whoa! Hello. Am I just gonna have to tank it? Alright, fuck it. I swear I pressed the sprint button, but it didn't do anything. Lydia, don't trigger these traps, please. Once again, we encounter a Dwemer dungeon. I reckon they must have been an extremely paranoid people because they leave traps absolutely everywhere. What does this do? Great. I imagine that does something similar. Whoa! Goodness. That surprised me. I hope this is not a, like, red herring or a dead end. I'm just trying to reach the quest location. And I know it pointed me back out, but I'm hoping going through the ruined tower will lead us up to where we need to be. I reckon it will. I reckon it will.
Huh?
I know the quest marker wants us to go that way, but I think we have to go this way, right? I guess we'll see. I mean, the quest markers are usually pretty reliable, but they can get a bit confuzzled sometimes. I'm pretty sure the structure we need to go to is over here, because that's, you know, initially the direction we were being pointed. Oh, come on. Honestly, probably the only time I get frustrated in Skyrim is not, you know, fighting the enemies or anything like that. It's when I'm trying to spam jump my way up a cliff and it ain't working. Which is funny, because, you know, that's not something you're supposed to be doing in the first place. Yet, it's such a, I guess, ingrained part of my Skyrim experience that when it doesn't work, I'm like, come on, start working. Okay, not through here. And this is what I mean when I say, you know, I do not remember every part of this game beat by beat. If I did, then I would remember exactly which direction to go in right now. But I do not, so we're kind of winging it. I mean, I hope this is Yep, this is the right way to go, it appears. I think we're on the right track, everybody. I think we're on the right track. Oh yeah, I do remember this. We are absolutely on the right track. Oh, whoops. And I think, you know, I don't like to blue ball you guys too much, but I think we're gonna end this episode here. Look, I gotta select a point to end each episode, so this one, you know, we finished our home, we got Dawnbreaker, and we started this quest. Next time, I said next time we were gonna do the Civil War, but next time we're gonna finish this quest, get the Elder Scroll, and then move on to the Civil War. So, this is where we're cutting it off. I hope you guys had a good time with this one. We did some interesting stuff today. We're picking up the main story where we left it off, and then I keep promising we will soon get to the Civil War. We might actually get to the point where we encounter the Civil War in the main story, and then I go, oh, whoops, we gotta go do that quest line. But we'll get to it soon. I think after we go through here. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time with this one. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Hey, hit that little bell button next to the subscribe button, then you'll get a notification whenever I upload a video, though I upload a new Skyrim Let's Play every weekend pretty consistently, so you know when they're uploaded anyway. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a good day today, and I will see you all again next time.